staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. And the Hawkeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Wolverines' offense will go to work first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Running inside, it's Marshall. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
No, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Underwood. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Hawkeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A first down for the offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. They'll give it to Malton. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They want to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
There's a crease. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the bootleg, lost to toss it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They'll go with Malton. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. As they go back to work. Calls his own number. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield field there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And they're able to get him down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Finding some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Underwood to throw. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job by this offense. I love it. They were aggressive, moved down the field, got the touchdown, broke the 0-0 seal. This game has not been high-flying by any stretch, but that's how you finish a first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Louisville taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Iowa head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great...
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
On first down, it's Malton again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff for Malton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He might want another play. Play fake, Underwood. That's caught. It's Owens. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll take it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Here's a little room there. Gets away from one, finds room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Using his feet to buy time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Using his feet. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll move the tight end. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. run inside. It's Marshall. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Quarterback just doing it himself. Enough for the 1st down, and he's going to lead his team to a win. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the ground, it's Marshall. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Marshall. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Underwood. Complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game.